Okay, it is March 11th. Test. Why am I getting echo? The hell? Hold up. Testing. 1, 2, 3. So we're rejecting our inflection points. I have them. I think we have news, so I'm not doing anything with that. But let me see. Hold up. Yeah, we got CPI in a minute. So let's just get that CPI silliness. We'll see what it's doing. CPI silliness. And where am I going? Yeah. Order book clearing. 30 seconds to go. We're going to see some ghost prints here. We'll just leave the music for the game playing. We'll play after the news. Just want to see what it does first. Here we go. 10 seconds. Watch out. Bam! That was a pretty massive pop. I was telling my daughter if it wasn't news, I would have guessed it gone up off the seller's rejection. I'm just not gonna play news. It hit a 92 buyer at the top there, popping some shorts. I'm gonna disconnect Ninja real quick because it's laggy, and I'm gonna clear the cache of the database right now. That's what I'm gonna do. Go to the database cache and delete that. And then load it again. Yo, what's up? I was telling my daughter about level 2 and why most people don't use it. And then they probably think it was going down. And then I was showing her the seller inflection points. And then I was like, if it rejects this guy, it's going to go up. And then news pop. So that was the truth. I just don't play the news, so. Okay. And we'll wait for it to load Ninja and see if the lag is still there. Ah. That's been my problem recently, is like I can't use my ATM because it was too laggy. Like the SIM account is not where the actual price is, so when I hit enter it's like at a negative, and the ATM doesn't work, so I have to manually trade in that volatility with the Apex, and I'm on minis, so I'm like, what? Thankfully I've been right on each time I hit it when it was off, but I can't be doing that every time. Coming below the sellers. I'm just making sure the number on ATAS and the number on Ninja is correct. It's relatively similar, so yeah, we're after deleting the data of the database cache. Okay. That's good. Okay, let's switch to the game now.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Okay. So we're gonna go get that Titan dominant who I cut off his hands. And we'll see if we can intercept him and finish the job.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Yo, yo, yo. What's going on?
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
You took a what? Oh, nice. Yeah, I was telling my daughter that it was gonna be like a pop, most likely because of some sellers, and then it popped, but I just don't play the news.
Too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
It does so many irrational things. I remember one time I made like $1,000 on like 3 micros, just based off of how like how much it dropped. I was like, damn, I wonder what somebody on a mini would have thought of that.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
You let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't
That's
remember.
cool.
It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
I never actually look, if I'm being honest. That's more of like a Dave expertise thing. And he'll tell you why it is that way and what that means. Like, he was into options for a while, so he kept abreast of all that and what it means for what. I think you have to if you're doing like a day trade, you know, instead of scalps. If you're just scalping, it doesn't really matter.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
So I made a request on Apex on their new system. We'll see how fast it takes to go through. They have a new like eligibility tracker, which is quick to calculate, you know, all the inner workings of the rules. So we'll see how well that gets processed. In the past, it would be they go through with a fine-tooth comb in person, but with their new system, they made it automated. So we're gonna see what that automated, you know, back-end checking system is like for the first time. Top Step does that a lot. So you like, when you're eligible, you're automatically, the button becomes available on your page, and then you just request the payout, and you don't really interact with the human. Like, there's no human element of checking. It's just they go through, did you make this? Did you do this? Is your account in this way? Okay, here's your money. It's because Apex has like stuff that's like, for example, they have like a 30% MAE rule or something. Like if you eat into your profits by X amount, they removed that on the new accounts, but yeah. So they tried to simplify their rules and their ways of checking them. So. Yeah, and they automatically tell you when you're eligible and everything. Three or four what? Oh, nice.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Yeah, I've never had real problems with Apex, but I've heard stories of people being asked to record what they're doing and stuff, but nobody knows but them what caused them to have that request made. Like if you're taking too many discretionary or oversized lots, they want to know what you're doing, you know, or reversing yourself, like things like that, I think. But if you're just like, if you have a system, I doubt they would ask. Or you're not taking like 70 trades or something. On what now? Oh, good question. I didn't look at it yet.
Good day to you. Eating?
Some resting orders at 67.65. Some more at 67.55.
After something light, we do
Other
a
than
fine
that,
chocolate
not
soup with lentils
much.
and
The
honey.
67.65 has been there since
You
open.
are?
Hey, girl!
Coming!
So it might be heading there right now.
Your pal? Would you rather be
I'll
my
just leave it
squire?
up on my stream.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Say what?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
There'll be another opportunity. Yo, yo, yo. Your fingers, or?
Keep watch, they tell us.
Ah.
All I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
Gotta
That'll be
reward yourself
quicker
with
then.
something.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Damn. That's
Well,
cool.
Sorry.
I'm doing all right. I'm not hurting so bad myself. I decided to just pay off my house or whatever. Like, that's my next step. So I'm kind of saving it right now.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
So then my wife can't say anything, you know? Ever again. So my wife can't say anything about money ever again.
Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads.
It was funny when I got that, like, punching dummy. Like, I didn't ask her and I did it, but it was kind of like put your junks on the table and just saying, so what? Because I did it and then I bought her like this expensive bag afterwards. And I was like, she can't say anything because I got her the bag. So she just, oh no, man. I have no idea. Different strokes for different folks, so I'm like, you're gonna just have to deal with this punching guy in the living room. But that's why it's like, who's got the, you know, the power? He who has the money. Whoever.
It's you.
Yeah, you were talking about that. That's funny. I mean, it's essentially what the Romans did with like boulders and stuff. The Greeks or whatever.
For your trouble.
That's what kettlebells are. They're glorified boulders that you're swinging around.
Soup could do with a touch more salt.
Yeah. That's cool.
Now's our chance.
Delta. The Delta Flyer. Tom Paris.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Apparently he wrote a bunch of shows, episodes, which is why he has that like Rocket Man hologram thing that he does. The Tom Paris. Yeah, the actor was like a writer on a lot of the episodes. Or director or something. Same with Riker.
Clive?
Yeah. That's why he was like on the last episode of Enterprise on season 4 or whatever. Like he's like co-producer or whatever of the Berman stuff.
What is it now?
That'd be fun. I'd love to do that. That's kind of why I did the whole like escape room. I have this whole like storyline in my head. My son always asks me questions about it, like, so if the archiver's doing this, what about the judge and blah 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 blah, because he wants to know about the world of it. I mean, that's essentially what Tolkien did. He like wrote the story for his kids. Yeah, he got a little bit obsessed, I would say. Writing the language and the lore and the Silmarillion.
We do now.
The royalists said to themselves,
Right.
their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Oh yeah. Like all his notes and everything.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted
Create
attention
narratives that
already.
people believe.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil.
Yeah, I was in
Woman of
like
mystery. But how will
like
we find her?
one of my first years
Know naught of
teaching
her
at
but her
the
name?
current gig I'm at.
And that she
I
was
did
working
like
with
a
Sid.
D&D
Sid's
campaign
other
with some of the
collaborators
kids,
all been
and
people of
that was
means.
kind of
The
memorable
wealthiest
because
and most successful
they had
members
this
of their
massive
communities.
battle
I'll
with
wager
this
this Rosina
necromancer
Dalamil is
at the
the same.
castle, and all these
That would
NPCs
certainly
joined
help
in,
to
and they
narrow
had like
the search.
crossbows,
inquire as to
like
who's
giant
in charge
crossbows,
of
and
the
these
town.
night gaunts, and all
And
these
that's
like
exactly what I mean to do.
huge demons, skeletons attacking the castle. It was pretty cool.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
I played like tiny
Well, it's not like we've got
D6
a
rules,
reason
which
to.
were easier for kids to understand.
They've shut down the whole mine for it.
Do we fight these guys or what?
The gate is closed by order of Lord Kupka. Any attempt to gain passage to Drake's Fang will be punished with arrest and incarceration.
We'll see about that. Okay. Guess we
How's a
can't go
trader
there yet.
expected to make a living if they close the roads without so much as a buy your leave?
Light it for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our cities.
There you
I
go.
suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Thank you all the same, I do say.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Try the baths. I don't want to go to the bathhouse.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps.
Oh.
Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Sweet incense. Wax candles.
Excuse me. Are you Furter?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
Can I
hope
help
so.
you?
You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
A bordello, okay. Now we're talking.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furter?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure. You were right, boy.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics. Fresh.
Is this the place?
Who was Forge? The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Not After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
Ooh.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
It just becomes scar tissue, and if you could live through it, then it becomes armor.
His little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Yep.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Do you have a moment?
And like and the survival instincts we have built up to this point, like if somebody punches you in the face, you want to punch them back harder and quickly, no time to decide. And that's kind of what revenge trading is about. It's like that's where your like survival instincts don't help you, because you end up doing rash decision making instead of taking a step back, reassessing logically and cooling down, you know, like, so it's about, you know, cooler heads prevail in this space, is instead of like physiological changes taking the wheel.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and
Yeah.
to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs.
My carpets have pride of place.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Let me treat you.
That is true.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Light, meat and dark, fresh from the grill. Get it while it's hot. Do you think they'll be back soon? Anyone new dress?
It would make
My carpets have pride of place in
And that's kind of, I was telling Woke about that, like, they try to get you with the 1 day to pass, only 8 days till payout. Like, the most recent Apex I requested was eligible in 8 days, but I wanted to build it up. So I requested on the 13th day. It's like, ooh, it's like, why do I have to rush? Like, I'd rather take the max payout than, like, take a measly one, so I just built it up more. So it's like, just take your time and be patient, you know. Patience is a virtue for a reason.
Needed to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Wait for the stuff to present itself. The undeniables. There's always an undeniable trade or two.
measly bunch of gazelle greens.
The low-hanging fruits.
This river runs all the way to the southern.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your... Weights and pots!
Fresh bread, warm from the
Juiciest
oven.
meat from it would make a fine.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
That's why I like trade a game before I trade, because it, you know, I'm observing, but I'm also teaching myself to just stay on the sidelines. It's just a position. Like, no position is a position.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it.
Oh, yeah.
And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to
What?
trade in such things.
I didn't see
But
it.
my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those
The no-fap, I was thinking that too when you said...
aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof.
retention or whatever.
I thought they asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. That's enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn
What?
sour.
How does that... How does that work?
Of course.
Why is the tavern shut?
Ambrosia won't help me here.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short...
You brought the whole
Yes? Actions I'd like to see.
Of course.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been
Okay, 5 minutes.
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of.
Not sure.
the men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Coop.
Where's Ohadi? I remember he requested a payout.
Until you two came along, that is.
Ilhadi.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like winning begets winning and losing begets losing. So it's like the sidelines is where you cultivate consistency. So it's about creating the positive spiral upwards.
I must do the same. Passage through the
And no offense to Clark, but not being like Clark where you just degen into everything.
Have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
Three minutes.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
Yep.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
They really don't give you that many opportunities to save, do they?
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Okay. Now we can save it, I hope. Save. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to touch these at all until they remove the balance. So we'll see how long that takes. Yo. Just waiting for the open. 30 seconds. It's kind of like inside the range from today and yesterday. And here we go. You're getting a bunch of sellers appear on NQ with no follow through. If it comes back at 25.86, you could be seeing a little slingshot to the upside. We'll see. Needs to. You just hit an 80 buyer up at 99. Sorry, 100. If it goes up on that 100 level, the buyers start taking control. Otherwise, we'll see what it does. Just flirting. I took that slingshot. My break even on that should not come back. If it does, I'm out. I'm out. Never mind. Hit another 48 buyer up at the 100. Yeah, it's just like ping ponging right now. I'm just gonna see what happens. Have a good one. See you. Yeah, it's not really. Every time I hit the hundreds, it keeps knocking out some buyers. So, like, whatever sellers are entering, it's like going up and knocking them out. There's no delta for the session. It's basically break even. So it's anyone's guess on who's in control at this point. Got $100 so far from my trailing, but it's better than negative. What's up? El Hadi in the house. Do 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 do. I took a light 5 micro short from like 92 as it was rejecting those buyers at 100. I wasn't really confident in it, so it was only 5 micros, but still, it's paying right now. Stop at break even. $300, so it's pretty good. Trailing it, locking in 155. If it pops up to 80, I'm out. And not yet. Not like this. There's an imbalance at 50 that would be nice to hit, but we'll see. came back and got me 256 total so far on that. Yeah, it's really weird. It's not accelerating in any direction. So see profit, take profit is so far the name of the game for me right now. It's not even that many lots, so it's like not clear. I'll be right back. I'm gonna just wait a minute, come back in a sec. Gotta use the bathroom anyway. Well, looks like it went down. Nice. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 8 minutes on the hourly. Interesting, like the news wick on ES is totally different from the NQ wick. They never cleared the wick from the news, it looks like. Huh. But they cleared it on NQ. Nice. That was pretty violent. Getting some. You just got like 200 sellers enter at 25.94. That looks like more fuel to the upside. Wait for the hourly close here. See what it does in 5 seconds. Create the new hourly wick. There you go. The slingshot is real. Just grabbed like 700 in buy side with that push up. Another 199 seller at 167. I think you were dealing with like sick kids and then you were sick too, right? So if you're not at like tip top shape, that's yeah, even just a little bit off can cause like that to occur. Yeah, it has been going between 24.5 and like 25.3-ish. Like, you know, we're just kind of staying in the top range of price action. Iran news hit the tape. What Iran news? Let's go see what key levels we're at. Hold up. Got a 150 buyer that's entering at 133 here. I took that buyer absorption. I'm trailing it. Yeah, up $300. I'm a little bit heavier on this short. Trailing it. I'm out. That's 500 on the day for that account. I'm going to stop trading that one. It's good enough for me. Frugal, as we say. It's also like we're coming to like a previous quarter region. So we're butting our head on the current year mid, the current quarter mid, previous quarter mid, and the previous month mid. So all of these rejection zones that we've been rejecting off of since yesterday and even March 5th and everything is all like a quarterly level. So we have the rollover. I was saying the rollover is next week. So we're going to have all these like FOMC and red folder news leading into the contract shenanigans, you know? And then it'll gap up or down or accordingly as it normally does. And it's nothing to see here. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Carry on. There was a reminder of some sellers on the way up, like a 200 lot at 94. That's the only thing I can see in terms of a inflection point in this region. It's really repainty on everything. Another 58 lot seller just added at 86 and 50 at 87 and 56 at 90. Why is my thing all frozen? What's going on? Oh, the price action shot up. What? It all froze on my end. That was weird. You guys still there? It's like acting weird right now. Why is it doing that? The only resting order I see that's noteworthy on ES is at 6820. It's a 262 lot that's been there a while. It previously rejected it prematurely. Who knows? Might be a sell wall to regard that level. It's acting really, really weird on my screen, like I'm getting frozen for some reason. All of my data is like acting weird. Anyone else experiencing rhythmic issues or anything? No? And is it my internet? Because it was previously like almost dropping the signal on the stream. Here. Probably. There was a lot of sellers with no follow through. So I took a seller exhaustion long, but I don't trust it worth a damn. We'll see. There's another seller adding for 172 at 97. If it accelerates away from that, you could be having some denial of the sellers. Otherwise, they're just getting a better entry. Yeah, it's a giant idiot box right now. We'll see where the half hour leaves leaves the price action, and then we'll be off. This is not so exciting. Not that it needs to be, but it's not picking a direction. You said there's no other news expected? Mm-hmm. It just jittered away towards the sellers, but we'll see. So we came all the way back on that. Break even on the delta for the day. Getting a bunch of sellers hit down here. Not really knowing what it wants yet. Yes, cleared out a resting order lot at 770, but there's more down at 765. Another 50 lot seller at 16. You had somebody forcibly buy 67 at 28. So you got the half-hour point. That could have been the bearish retest. I didn't. All right, guys. Well, there's always the tomorrow, so I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. So stay frugal, stay